Hello everybody, welcome back to this channel. If you are new here, you are rolling with being Queen B, and today I just did an extra glue. I used got to be spray free spray, and it flaked on me, and the cap or the cup of the wig is small, so I have these extra hairs out here. But anyway, styling hides everything, and let's get into it. So on today's video, I am going to do Pinterest inspired look. I've been on Pinterest. Like, Pinterest is my go-to app, not nothing else, not Google, not Instagram, no nothing. Pinterest is my go-to app all the time. So on today's video, I am going to do a Pinterest inspired look. I chose a quite simple look, a really simple look, but simple looks are really hard to recreate because you might think they're simple but the outcome is not the same. So because I'm talking too much, let's get into the video. So y'all, everybody, I have never recreated someone else's look, so this is going to be my first time, and I know it's not going to be my last. So first things first, we have to make sure that our eyebrows are flick, and I'm going to just use a spoolie to comb them up. Then I'm going to draw them, and after drawing them, and this I have to really be accurate because it's someone else's look. I mess up a little bit, I mess up the whole look. I don't know. I'm a little bit scared at this point for doing this challenge. At the same time, I'm like, what gives? Let me just try this on. So I'm gonna draw that. Then I'm going to use got to be glue to just make them be in place, like they are not everywhere, and that also makes it easier for me to always fill it in. It has become a habit for like 2 years right now, so it has become a habit and I do that very often. And here I'm not going to draw the upper part till the end. I'm going to leave it halfway so that the end of it I can make this fluffy kind of look while filling it in. And while I'm filling it in, I'm just going to go into the spaces and just stroke them going upwards, fill into, because yo, I'm trying to grow my brows, so this is a good start. And then I'm going to clean. When cleaning, I always start with my arch. I always start with my arch, so I'm going to start from the arch and go to the end, and then to the beginning. I don't know what's happening to my voice. It had been like this since today morning. I don't know what's going on, but let's just see how it's gonna go. Hey, I'm really being afraid right now. I don't know whether it is me being tense or something. I don't know. So I'm gonna clean my brows. Then after that, I'm going to do my eyeshadow. For eyeshadow, I'm first going to prime my lids, and remember we are doing a golden kind of makeup look. As I told you before, this is one of the easiest the easiest eye makeups, and also the most challenging makeups. You know, the difficult ones, there's a way you have to go through, but the easiest one, you have to be perfect in it, you have to be spot on. So this is going to be a challenge because man, doing makeup ain't easy. So I'm going to go with Glad Shame, and I'm going to go with that shade. I don't know what that shade is because this eyeshadow is not that popular, so I don't know. And I'm just gonna do that from the outer corner going into the lids and to a little bit on the inner corner, and just blending it through. Blending is key because there are tons of colors that are going to go through in this work, because I don't have the exact same shade as the original picture. I thought I did. That's why I chose it. But after I checked it out and checked my shadows, I realized I don't have it. Literally. Then I'm going to go in with Focalua. This is a Chinese company. I have had this eyeshadow for like, I don't know, 4 years now. I don't use it too much that much because I have bought several eyeshadows in the process. So this is just a little bit of it. So I'm also going to use it. It's a darker shade to the other one, but also I'm gonna just tone it down. And I'm going to go in with that kind of reddish pinkish kind of, and I'm just gonna tone it to that same shade that the original video original that the original makeup I did, the original photo, like the photo had. And I'm just gonna turn it to make sure that I'm in the same color as that one. It's not going to be the perfect color, but it has to be something. You understand, it has to be something. Like, we have to reach somewhere. So I'm just gonna blend and I'm going to take the remnants from that first shade and blend through it all. And I'm going to go with the darker shade because the outer corner has to be a little bit dark, not that dark, but I don't have that chocolatey dark chocolate kind of shade. So for me to make that dark, I'm going to use a very tiny amount of black. If possible, I would have used the remnants from the other eye side, but alas, I didn't have it. So I'm gonna cut my crease. And be very careful. I have very small lids. I tend to make them bigger and at times I mess. I hope I'm not going to mess this time around because this is someone's creation. And what if you're a makeup artist and you can't recreate someone else's look? That's just go like meh, like So I'm gonna cut my crease very slowly, and at this point I wished I had the LA phone, but it expired, so it went out of the charts. Then I'm going to take the remnants from the original color, the first color that I used for transition, and I'm just gonna blend it in so that there's no harsh lines that are seen. And then I'm gonna use this shade from Anastasia. Up, no, is it naturalista? Naturalista, yeah, it's naturalista, and it's a very pigmented shade. It is a very golden pigmented shade, like it has that golden kind of feeling. So I'm just gonna put it, and this one you have to use a little bit of it because it's very pigmented. So when you put too much, you are going to have a crease at the end of it all. Then I'm going to use that same first color and just blend the ends with the same color, like they have to match, like you have to make this work. And I'm going to use this shadow, and I'm going to use that golden glitter. It is pressed glitter, it's not loose glitters. So I'm going to do that and just press it on just slowly. And I'm gonna use mascara Sky High from Maybelline, and this has become one of my best mascaras, and just to those eyelashes. And I'm going to draw liners. I love cat eyeliner, like the extended liners. It has become a thing for me. I think it has become a signature because even I'm not wearing that much of makeup, even if I have different color to do the liners, I have to go for that cat liner. I don't know why. It has become a habit. Yeah. Then I'm going to prime my face, and I have an oily to normal face, natural, oh my god, oily to normal skin. But recent I have been experiencing a lot of oil, so I'm going to use Rimmel and just spread it nicely, especially on the T-zones, because those are the places that first crease before any other place. And I'm going to go in with Zaron, and this today I did a mistake. I always do a very little amount. Today I did put a lot of it, and believe you me, this thing is so very high coverage and very creamy. So when you put a lot of it when you put a lot of it, you put yourself in danger of being cakey. So you have to have your A game in blending. So yeah, I did a lot of blending. That blending took me like 20 minutes just for my skin and the foundation to be friends. So don't do that mistake with when it comes to full coverage. This is a full coverage foundation, so a little bit goes a long way. Then for concealer, I'm going to use Maybelline and just highlights those, the bag eyes, the forehead, like, you know what I mean. Those the places that make you look tired, the discoloration. And yeah, and at this point you need to blend, because also at this point, if you don't blend, remember the foundation is already on and this one is also going to be on, so your blending game has to be A, because when you take it on the bird, it's going to flop. And then I'm going to apply contour and blend. So I'm going to blend in, and while you're blending your contour, you have to do it going upwards. That makes your face become lifted, but when you do it going downwards, it makes your face look longer and droopy. But when you blend it going upwards, it makes your face smaller and much more lifted. And on your jawline, you have to blend going inwards. For me, I have double chin, so blending it going inwards helps my double chin blend in so well with my neck. I'm proud of my double chin, by the way. I'm really proud of it. Those are changes that people have to face in this life. And I'm going to also contour my nose and go easy on it. So as usual, I'm going to use Cousin's Baby to bake the highlighted. I'm not a baking person because I don't always like the results that always come. At times you're just on your flashlight, when you take a picture on a flash, you just become white, you look like a ghost. So for under eyes, I'm going to use a blue shade. I have been in love with blue shades since I learned how to do blue shades and mastered the art of blue. Uh, Me and blue and purple have become best of friends. Like literally, when I see a makeup with the blue shade, I'm going like, oh, I want to try that. So to warm up my face, I am going to use LA Pro Face Compact Powder and pressed powder. Let me use pressed powder, and to just, go around it, warm up my face. And yeah, I remember this, what kind of powder I was using for the contour, but I'll put it down in the description box below because it's finished and apparently I just threw it out. Then I'm going to use a bronzer, and these are pepper sheet bronzers. They You use them once and throw them away. So I'm going to bronze up and then blush up, and when blushing I'm also going to use the pepper sheets blush. I have tons of these and they're really really nice. I love purple blush, but it's over and I can't choose eyeshadow because that purple eyeshadow that I have is so bright. So I can't build it up because this, if you put more and if you put less, it just doesn't make sense. You understand? So for highlighter, I'm going to use streetwear, and this highlighter is to the bomb. It's to the gods. I love it. So I'm going to use it and to highlight the places that need to be highlighted. Y'all understand? I'm also going to apply it on Cupid's bow. And then I'm going to set my face with setting spray from Zaron. For my lips, I'm going to use Jordana. I forgot this shade, but this shade is similar to the lip color that I'm going to use. So first I'm going to just line it with this shade and then go on top of it with a dark pencil or a black pencil. So let's see how it comes out, because I literally didn't have the shade of the original photo, so I had to make something work. For lip stain, I'm going to use Handayan. And if you haven't watched my video for these lip swashes, you are missing out. These are one of the pigmented lip stains I've ever gotten in my entire makeup career. And just a little bit of it goes a long way. Just look at that. A little bit of it just goes a long way. You just have to be gentle. Oh, yeah, baby. Then for tear duct, I used that same Naturalista and went in with that. And that's the look. And for lip gloss, I'm going to use a teeny weeny bit of that lip gloss and just give my lips a shine. I've been obsessed with glossy lips for, I don't know, the longest time I can remember. And guys, that's the look. You tell me in the comment section below if I nailed it or I need to do much work on it. Yeah, I know I need to do much work on it. But anyway, tell me if I nailed it or not. Until next time, this is your girl, being Queen B. And don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like. And I'm going to see you on my next video. Bye.